Well, we have news. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel here today, and we're back for another Walking Dead Season 4/final season discussion video here today. And today, we've gotten some news regarding the final season, some more little snippets of information, and we're going to talk about that today. So, Telltale made a tweet a couple days ago saying in their Skybound was going to, with Job J, they were going to make a, talk a little bit about the next season, which is again the final season of The Walking Dead. And we actually have some new information here, folks. Now, again, a couple days ago, I did make a video regarding the release date and what I thought of it. And the day after I make that video, there is actually more news now on the release date, characters, what the writers are going to be, and how the season is going to go. So I'm going to be showing some audio clips here from the Twitch, live stream here. I'm going to link that thing down below in the description if you want to watch it, as well as give you an article on some information. So we're going to break this down into several categories, and I'll try to divulge what is being said. Again, this obviously, a lot of people did not know about this, so if you're first time hearing about this, I recommend to go watch the actual entire Twitch VOD. Again, link down below in the description. And, like I said, we're not going to have a poll for this video because there is no reason, because I already have one set for Wednesday. Alright guys, so here we go. First clip is going to be Job J talking a little bit about Season 4. Again, we have release date, Clem information, Season 1 writers, and more characters potentially coming. So stay tuned, and let's go again for 100 likes in this video. Appreciate it, guys, and let's get straight into it. So listen very closely.
And let's round this out for one final season. Let's make Season 4 the final story for Clementine. And I have to say, the hardest thing about that has been announcing a final season without everyone yelling at us saying, "Does that mean Clementine's gonna die?"
No, that's on everybody's mind, and I'm sure, like...
So he plays Clem, it's the final season, 1 + 2 = dead Clem, right?
Well, what can we get from that quote is that there, again, I'll say it again, the hardest thing about there being a final season is everyone yelling at us saying, "Does that mean Clementine's gonna die?" That's not necessarily the case. Now, this is the second time I've heard this quote. He's kind of said something really similar to this before during the summer when they initially discussed the season. Now, obviously, that's the question everyone wants to know. Is she going to die? Is she going to live? Now, what are they going to do? That's a big if, because obviously we know the endings of each season end up being probably sad in the end. But they want to have a complete, finite ending to the story, and I really hope that we get something like that. And obviously, you know, with it being the ending, there's a possibility of her dying, but obviously with them, you know, what they're saying, that's not necessarily the case. I think there's a good chance she's gonna live, even though I think in the end she'll probably die, because, you know, in Telltale, the feels train, you know, they want to make it sad. You never know. But they also, again, discussed about how they have a finite plan of how it's gonna end. They already, like I said, I'll show you now here. Here's another quote about what they said regarding the writers and more stuff.
Actually, just this week, we were in the writer's room working on the final season, hammering out the details. We're going to be kicking this thing off in the first half of next year. You are going to be playing as Clementine throughout all of the episodes.
Until she dies.
And until the end of the series.
We even have more details now, as they are now discussing what they're doing with the writers. So they are bringing back people from Season 1, some of the original writers, I'm assuming, and people working with it. They didn't actually confirm whether it would be the writers of that, but they are bringing people along with Season 1. Obviously, they also said Clementine is playable in every episode, so there is not going to be no double playable characters, no Javier, Clementine, Nix. This is all going to be Clementine, so thank the mother Lord that is happening, because like I said, big complaint I had with Season 3 was 2 characters and Clem not being enough of an emphasis on the story. So it looks like they are putting a huge emphasis. And also, what did they say there? Again, first half 2018. But we also have more release date information here. So I will put another video here, but like I said, they're really, like I said, they said we can't say who just yet, but some of the talent who worked on Season 1 will be coming back to Season 4. Because they want this to be as good as possible. They don't want this to be a flop like Season 3. Unfortunately, no offense, it was a flop in my opinion. It was alright, but it was a flop. So I want to see some improvement. Definitely, we can get it out of that. So, let's see what the next quote gives us.
Melissa Hutchison, her voice of Clem, is back, and I can't say any other actors, any other characters. It'd be a huge spoiler, but
come on, man.
I mean, it's
They also there confirmed Melissa Hutchison, the voice actor of Clementine, is back. for the ending. So like I said, thank the Lord. Another big positive there. They also mentioned this quote. It wasn't actually there, but I'm reading it out. A lot of themes, ideas, and maybe even characters that were explored in the first season are kind of still on the table to bookend as a final season. So, what can we get out of that quote I just mentioned? Themes. Like I said, there's a lot of things The Walking Dead has given us in terms of themes, like survival, togetherness, family. You can go to season 3, and like when I said, you pick your choices from the past season, they kind of have some of those themes listed out. Family, survival, who do you want to be with, yada yada yada. They're going to bring some of those things definitely back. And then they also have, what else? They have other themes. Ideas. You know, maybe they had some things that they didn't want in the other seasons, and they actually said this is their last chance to do anything, so bring back some ideas they had from past seasons, maybe some cut content, potentially, maybe. And then characters. The biggest thing, I had done a video before discussing returning characters, and check the card in the top right of the description down below if you want to check those. But like I said, Krista, Molly, Mike, Arvo, Lily, there is a lot of possibilities here. And like I said, the more they talk about this, and they said, Joe obviously saying, I don't want to spoil anything. I'm telling you, there's going to be a couple returning characters. I definitely can tell you, I'm telling you, there's going to be a couple. So leave in the comments who you think is going to be a possible returning character.
I can't say who exactly just yet, but some talent that worked with us on season 1, even all the way back then, is kind of coming back into the room for the final season. Because one of our goals here is, if we started with season 1, and so many players really fell in love with the story, fell in love with Clem and these characters. We've gone all the way through to the 4th, and you know, we want to finish it off and kind of bookend this whole game series that we did, where I think a lot of the themes and ideas and maybe even characters that were explored in the first season are kind of still on the table to kind of bookend as a final season. So we're in the writer's room right now. A lot of really exciting stuff is happening. If you played season 1 and maybe you didn't play 2 or 3 yet, we encourage you to do so. But even if you haven't, you're going to be able to come into the 4th and final season and get something that is, we think, tonally kind of really going to bookend our whole series real nicely, and Clem fans aren't going to want to miss it. It's really something special and awesome.
And there's the themes I was talking about. Like I said, they are very, very focused on bringing things back because they want to make past choices matter. Thank the Lord for that, because I really do want some choices I made in season 1 or season 2 to come up in some kind of way. For example, maybe Lily and how we left her in season 1, if not, or something in season 2, you know, with potentially maybe some character that had some, you know, questionable death that maybe not 100% confirmed, didn't see them die, you know, maybe that comes up. Like I said, the Mike, Bonnie, Arvo situation, possibility. And they also, like I said, they do encourage you to play season 2. If you're watching this video and you haven't played season 2 or season 3, I know season 3 might not have been the best. Season 2 was actually really good in my opinion. But I recommend before that Q2 or 2018 first half, I recommend you go play it right now because you don't want to miss out on it. And then, like I said, they also did potentially confirm some other things. Like I said, they're this is for the Clementine fans. They're gonna have some good ending here. I got a good feeling about that. All right, so we're on to our last quote. This is basically really where we're gonna get the details about the release date, as well as some other things. So let's get straight into that.
But I can say it's going to be we announced 2018. We can say it's in the first half, probably around spring, summer, April, May. We'll be seeing a premiere around that time.
Q2.
Q2 is a good let's hold it there for now.
Yeah, jargon you.
No, hey, listen, it's become a thing now being in gaming. You know these terms. Q1, Q2, Q3, like when is your game coming out?
It could shift, but right now we're aiming for the first half of next year.
Excellent. So, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
2018 guaranteed.
Yeah, 2018 guaranteed. It's like, don't do that. Don't put words in my mouth. Yeah. But
so we basically got some more release date information. At the time I made the video, the day before this was actually done, I had said they had confirmed The Walking Dead. The last time they really talked about this, before the day after, they talked about it becoming in the first half. And I said, likely with The Wolf Among Us and Minecraft and all the other things releasing, that they would have a release scheduled around sometime in the spring or summer. And boy, was I correct. They basically said, we'll probably come out probably around spring/summer, maybe around April/May. Could shift, but aim is Q2. And what does Q2 stand for? I talked about this earlier. Q2 is the months between, they split each quarter into 3 months. And like I said, the first quarter is January, February, March. Second quarter, April, May, June. So we are going to be getting a release either in April, May, or June. But they mentioned April, May. So probably sometime in the April, May range. So right about when summer starts, which is glorious. You don't have to freaking wait a long ass time for that. But that is when we're getting our release date, probably, unless they said, and like I said, to show the end clip, 2018 for sure, in case there's delays, because I would not be surprised if there's delays. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Alright guys, has been the video here. If you do enjoy, make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I would appreciate it. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace and love.